Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We're here. We're back. We're only a few minutes behind. I was making a tea. Don't at me. Okay? I was making a tea and going to the bathroom, and then I hit start. I'm here at least. It's not like I'm an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, canceled. I'm here. I'm actually here. Alright, so, yeah, we are back today, tonight, evening, whatever you want to call it, for some more Labyrinth of Grisaia. Because that's exactly what's on screen right now for you guys. You're seeing the Labyrinth of Grisaia. And some schmuck over here, too, I don't know. You can maybe just ignore him. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just finished day 6 out of 10 at work. I am a little tired, but I'm okay. Today wasn't too bad. Today actually wasn't too bad at all. So I got that at least going for me. I'm certainly gonna yawn a lot more. Yep. Alright, yeah. Anyhow, we're just gonna continue on with, well, Labyrinth of Grisaia for today. Got the schedule for Variety Week, early Variety Week, all set and ready to go for you guys. So, end of stream, I'll get to show that off. You get to see what wonderful games I've chosen for this week after that. So, we are just continuing on with Labyrinth of Grisaia into Makina's after story. Yeah. It's Makina. I can't get away from her at any point. So, well, let's just get it done and over with, I guess. To summarize kind of what happened from the little bit we played so far. It's been about a year since the end of her route. The end of her fruit route. Her and Yuji kind of went to America to sort of kind of hide out. Oh, God. And also to train Makina a little more. Apparently. Makina is now using Yuji's number, like in Ichigaya, to do missions, but in kind of like a assistance capacity. Holy hell. Oh. So, like, he's still the main, he's still 9029, but she's, like, kind of like the support she's, like, support 9029. She's actually come back to Japan so she can get more additional training so she can become an agent on her own rights, on her own merits, rather than just piggybacking off of Yuji's number. She already does a lot of missions on her own, while also helping out with Yuji's from time to time. From the looks of it, he's more or less kind of ready to retire, kinda. Jobs are kind of getting a little harder for him, because now he has an artificial arm that he has to charge apparently twice a day. So that's a thing. He's getting used to having a new fake arm to, you know, replace the one he lost at the end of Makina's route when it got shot with a shotgun and just apparently was like hanging on by just the tendons. Ugh. He's also apparently in Ichigaya's good books. So that's a thing. Apparently. So yeah, they're back in Japan now. Makina had one little job she had to do before she was going to meet back up with Yuji and also check in with Chiara, who's acting basically as her JB. She's her handler. She gives the missions, gives the orders, just like JB does for Yuji. And she's as much of a pain in the ass as Yuji was. It's amazing. She had to go and say hi to her mom. With a high-impact sniper rifle and 2 bullets. One to create an opening through bullet-proof glass, the other to truly scare the living shit out of her. It's just like, hi, Mom, I'm back. Though in her mind, it's just Yuji. She thinks it's Yuji that took a shot at her. She can't do anything against him. She doesn't feel like it's worth her time. It's like, there's no point taking revenge on this kid, even though he held me at gunpoint in my own office. My other daughter is doing better. She can take over. I don't give a shit about him or Makina anymore. Whatever. Which, thank God, she's kind of a shit mom. Yeah, so, we left off with good old, Yuji and Makina going back to Mishima Cape. To obviously go back to check out, Mihama Academy. Check in on the rest of the girls. See how they've been in, like, a year. The most we've got from it so far, no, they don't really know what's going on with Sachi, Yumiko, or Michiru. But Amane has graduated, but is staying on campus as a den mother in the dorm, pretty much. So we at least know what she's doing. We don't know what the other girls are up to. We don't know if any new students are in the school. We don't know what my next best girl, Chizuru's, up to. But we're gonna find out. Yeah, that's about all we got here. So we're just gonna load it up and continue on. So let's do this. Hey, Makina, wake up. We're still up at Mishima Cape Station. Take a look at that. Oh yeah, he spotted something when they came back. It's like, everything looks kind of the same. I see something else though, that building. I got a feeling it's the bakery that she used to work at that was burned down. As soon as she spots the building I'm pointing at, Makina reflexively throws open her door and jumps out of the car. Yep, I knew it. Yeah, looks like they're back in business. Makina's own relatives, members of the Irasu clan, destroyed this little store a year ago in a cruel act of arson. But now it's open to the public once again, neat and pretty as it ever was. Looks like the money we sent through the company got to them. Wanna pop in and say hello? Why not? Yeah, okay, me and Yuji are on the same wavelength. Why not? Yeah, why not? I know it's pointless to say this, but it's not like you're the one who set that fire. That's not true. Anyway, look at that. They got a brand new stone oven, see? Looks nicer than the one they had before. Well then, what now? Should I make Makina say hello, even if I have to kick her scrawny butt into the store? As I fold my arms to ponder this, the owner of the bakery glances out his window and notices us. His eyes go wide. An instant later, he's rushing out of his store. He sees both of us, he especially sees Makina. The people at this bakery loved her.
Makina-ka!
Not knowing what to say or how to apologize, Makina turns and tries to flee. I reach out and grab her by the scruff of the neck. Hell yeah. No, kid. You ain't running away from this. Where do you think you're going?
やっぱりマキナじゃないか。
Realizing that escape's no longer a possibility, Makina turns dejectedly to face her former employer. The man's well aware that his shop was burned down because Makina chose to work there. Just after we arrived in America, she wrote him a letter explaining everything. Oh! Okay, she literally told him. Okay. For her part, the girl was determined to take responsibility. In an attempt at compensation, she asked our company to send her former employer nearly all the money she earned working in the States, including profits from her own little bakery. Oh my god. After 6 months of this, however, we were notified that the owner had refused to accept any further payments. That news left Makina depressed. She assumed the unspoken message was, money can't begin to make up for what you did. But now that we have a chance to actually speak with the man, it turns out that wasn't the case. Clearly delighted to see Makina again, the bakery owner laughs in a booming voice and musses up her hair affectionately. He'd been worried about her ever since she disappeared, but all she'd left him was a letter with no return address. There was no way for him to communicate his concern. But her classmates told him Makina will come back eventually, and he chose to believe them. Devoting himself to the art of baking bread, he waited for her return. In the first place, this bakery was less of a business than a hobby. It functioned mainly as a tax shelter for his father, a local landlord. Oh, nice. Nice. In other words, its destruction didn't cause any real trouble. Or so the man claims. I think he's exaggerating for Makina's benefit, but considering the nicely restored shop and its new oven, there's probably some truth to his words. Soon enough, the bakery's owner is feeding Makina some of his newest creations, his face overflowing with confidence and pride. In his brilliant smile, there's an unspoken message. As long as you're alive, you can always start over. Oh. Yeah, you know, actually, that's actually a fair and really good message. You can always start over. You're never just stuck. You can always start over. If you're alive and kicking, you can start over. Seems the man trained with a genuine master baker at some point in the last year. His skills as an artisan have dramatically improved since our last visit. All the anxiety and sadness has vanished from Makina's face, replaced by a genuine smile. In the end, she comes away with a lesson on resilience in the face of adversity. And a standing offer for a part-time job at the bakery. Of course. That's a good quote. Takes note. Hey, Nick. How's it going, buddy? Ugh. By the time we say goodbye, I can tell Makina's finally beginning to enjoy the homecoming she'd been so nervous about.
ね、パパ。そこにいつもがあるって素晴らしいことなんだね。
Yeah, you're right. People take many things for granted. All too often, we don't realize how precious something is until we've lost it. That applies to the people in our lives, our beliefs, pretty much anything, in fact. When you're able to see how important the ordinary things really are, you grow a little as a person. When you realize that some things are precious in a way that transcends their value, you become a little stronger as a person. My time with Makina has taught me that. We're back at Mihama Academy. I leave my borrowed car in a parking garage near the station. Honestly, it's kind of a relief. The way its dashboard backlight flickered every time I hit the brakes was starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, Danny's car ain't doing so hot. You know, Danny from Yuji's route. Good old Daniel Bone. Makina and I cover the rest of the distance to our beloved Mihama Academy on foot. Just outside the school gate, we meet a woman wearing a jet-black maid uniform in the blazing sun. She's standing with a broom in her hand, still as a statue. Well, she got glomped. Overcome by emotion, Makina reflexively hurls herself at Sachi like an aggressive sumo wrestler. Sachi tries to brace herself for the blow, but the unexpectedly powerful impact knocks the air from her lungs. What the fuck is she doing? What the? What the fuck? An emotional reunion. Two friends locked in a passionate embrace. Wow.
Submit!
Jesus Christ, Nick! I didn't even need to see who sent it. I knew it was you, Nick. I knew it was you. Makina wastes no time reaching for Sachi's panties. Oh my god. Sachi, for her part, struggles valiantly to protect them. In their joyful, vigorous play, the two former classmates resemble nothing so much as a pair of copulating slugs. Oh my god. What a truly touching spectacle. I can feel the corners of my eyes growing hot. This is... yeah. What the fuck did I just... Maybe it's just me, but I think this little game might be getting somewhat out of hand. Apparently realizing things have gone too far, Sachi shoots a glance over at me and blushes, and tries to push Makina away.
Maki-chan, 風見さんも見てるし、もうこの辺でね。
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think Yuji is gonna be the one sitting in the cuck chair for this. No.
なんだと
Sachi grabs at Makina's wrist and tries to pull her off by force, but the girl isn't about to allow that. Taking full advantage of her flexible joints, she wrestles to maintain her grip. When Sachi does manage to break free, Makina slips past her defenses and stubbornly tries for another hold. And above all else...
マキちゃん、力が強くなってる。
Makina's a great deal stronger than she was when we left Mihama Academy behind. And by developing her core muscles, she's also improved her stability and balance. By this point, the strength of her grappling technique is comparable to that of a black belt in judo. Oh shit. Oh my god. Once again, Makina's hand shoots out to tear off Sachi's maid uniform. Oh my god. Sachi deflects it with a circular movement of her arm, but there's astonishment in her eyes.
それだけではないのよさ。
Sensing an opportunity, Makina suddenly pulls back, removing the pressure she was applying to Sachi's upper body. And as Sachi staggers forward, she grabs her outer leg in midair, efficiently preventing the maid from regaining any semblance of balance. Oh my god.
相手の力を利用し掃除をさせれば崩せぬ相手はいない。その極意を極めた時、パンツはすでにこの手の中にある。
What the fuck did I just look at? What the fuck did I just witness? What the fuck did I just read through? I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. Every time I play this, Grisaia finds a new way to surprise me. I'm not sure exactly how she managed this part, but Makina is indeed clutching Sachi's underwear tightly in her hand.
ちょっとマキちゃん、足を離して。見えちゃうよ。というかパンツ返して。
Your underwear's as neat and trim as ever, I see.
褒めていただいたようですので、一応のお礼は申しますが、そんな感想はいりません。それよりもマキちゃんを、
Alright. That's enough, Makina. Cut it out before I smack you.
パンツ返して。
That's something that just happened. Sorry, Sachi. Makina's picked up some martial arts skills lately, and she's always itching for an excuse to use them.
ごめんよサッチ。でもパンツは返さない。なぜなら履いてない方が燃えるから。
Come on, don't bully the poor girl. When you've mastered a new skill, you want the opportunity to use it. I understand that feeling completely. That said, caution and cowardice are assets for an agent. People who roll up their sleeves excitedly when they spot an enemy are usually the ones who die first. This childish enthusiasm of Makina's doesn't seem to be going away, no matter how many times I lecture her about it. Sorry about all that. Ignoring Makina's moans of complaint, I pluck the underwear from her clutches and hand it back to Sachi. Oh, God. fucking Grisaia, guys. Just fucking Grisaia. Sachi takes her panties from me with both hands, blushing bright red, then turns around and quickly puts them back on. That's... That's a thing that just happened, guys. That's a thing that just happens. I see that you made it to this scene. Indeed I have. How you doing, Mochi? I see you got my message. I started my day off and got that. When she turns back around, Sachi bows slightly in my direction. Seems like she's decided to pretend none of that ever happened. Doing good. I was playing ZZ when I saw your DM. Well, I hope it's been fun. I know the full name of that at some point. I just can't recall it right now. I know I've seen it. A lot of people are playing it right now. Well, I got a robo arm. How's that tell you? How's that tell you how well I've been? Yeah, more or less. Thanks. I'm not sure safe and sound is the best choice of words, since I got one arm less than I did when I left. Averting my eyes from Sachi's, I give my artificial right hand a reflexive squeeze.
男子3日会わざれば刮目してみよと言いますが、風見さんにおかれましては一段とサイボーグ度がアップしたようにお見受けいたします。
Well, she noticed the robo arm right away. There's a character that just reminds me of Sachi because she's literally a shark maid girl. You can't... Oh my god. A shark maid girl. I'm not surprised they'd have one. I'm not surprised at all. Everyone loves maids. Everyone loves maids. Down my back, down my back. I've also been fine as well. I'm registering for my fall classes and reserving my grad package. Ooh, fun! Near the end there, Nick. You're near the end. I mean, maids are based. Yeah, you're right about that. Who doesn't love a good maid? You don't seem all that surprised.
はい、何せ風見さんですから、その程度で驚くようなことはありません。いつか必ずこの学園に戻ってくる。そういうお約束でしたし、必ずご無事で戻ってきてくださると、この小峰幸、固く信じておりました。
Life is gonna be weird, dude, when you're done. I can tell you right now, it's gonna feel weird. You don't have to be there all the time now. It's gonna be so weird. And you'll get used to it. Eventually. I don't trust people to work with maids.
ねえさっちん、他のみんなはどうしてるの？
何も変わらないよ。榊さんも天音さんもみちる様も皆さんまだこの学園にいるし、マキちゃんのお部屋も風見さんのお部屋もそのままにしてあるよ。
I am not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised she kept them exactly the same.
マジでか。
Little time capsules from a year ago.
二人がいつ戻ってきてもいいようにちゃんとお掃除しておいたから、すぐに元の生活に戻れるよ。
Are we, though? Are we actually going to continue our lives here? I mean, I know we're back in Japan, so good old Makina can get more training, but does that mean we're living in Mihama again? No, we're not. That answered it right there. Well, Sachi, it's very kind of you, but
実は私たちまだ正式に戻ってきたわけじゃないのよさ。
それはどういうことでしょう。
まあ一時帰国っつうかなんつうか、日本には資格を取りに帰ってきて。
バナナバナナバナナバロンだ。
That time of the month again.
Hey, Nichols, how's it going? Thanks for the resub. 34 months. That's almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. Where the hell does the time go? Where the hell does the time go? Oh my god. But I hope you're doing well, Nichols. Time flies when you're having fun. Or being... yeah, to Grisaia. You just missed the real fun. You just missed the real fun, Nichols. Makina did the most Makina thing possible. Well, one of the most Makina things possible. She has a lot of variety. What does she do to greet Sachi after not seeing her for an entire year? Very simply, glumping her and then proceeding to take her panties off and hold them up like a trophy. Then refusing to give them back because it's so much better and cooler to go commando. Yeah. Apparently that's how friends say hello after not seeing each other for a year. Yeah, that happened. That literally happened. I'm just glad we're getting Makina's route out of the way! I mean, to each their own, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. That's Grisaia for you. That's fucking goddamn Makina for you. Oh. Yeah. Trying to wake up a little bit. Tiny bit. But if you guys are awake, you should go and check out Nichols the Name. They're a good friend of mine. They play a lot of, you know, a little more chill games like Stardew, Palia, some Disney Dreamlight Valley. They'll also dabble in some more exciting games. Stuff like Starfield, Fallout, and some brain teaser games like Nancy Drew. So, if you haven't checked them out, this might be a good time to. You're welcome. And then we can't forget about the man, the myth, the legend, the bear himself, Mochi Kuma. This man will roll all the gachas with all the money he can safely gather and get all the waifus. All the waifus. And he'll always have that excellent, preferred, sophisticated choice, too. This is a man of great and high tastes, and I'm lucky to call this man my friend. Go and check him out, he's amazing. Eventually, I'm gonna just lose my edge with these, and they're not gonna be any good anymore. I gotta ride the wave for as long as I can. I gotta ride the creativity wave for as long as I can. Anyway, no reason to keep standing out here. First things first, let's head over to the Rose Garden.
バラ園ですか?
As Makina said, we've only returned to Japan so that she can earn her license to operate here. Under the circumstances, I might have avoided Mihama entirely, but there was something Makina badly wanted to do here, so we applied for permission to visit. As for the specific reason Makina decided to return,
これなのよ。
そのリンゴの苗は
her stupid apple tree? Oh my god. Yeah. It's the one you gave Makina when we left, Sachi.
一応ね、これまではなんとか枯らさないで面倒を見てこれたけど、やっぱりこれは美浜に残していこうかなってそう思ったのよ。ねえサッチン、スコップある？
ちょっと待っててね。
A promise with your friends can be a very heavy thing. There's nothing worse than reading a letter from the family of a dead comrade, knowing that you promised him, we'll both make it back alive. Danny died? No! Not Danny! Is he, so he just, is he just dead in every route? Like, is he just dead all the time now? Or is it just this specific route because we went on the... No, oh. I guess that's why his car's left in Japan, despite being an American citizen. He's dead. Oh, Danny. I actually grew to like him in Yuji's route. Well, this is depressing. When Daniel Bone died, I was the one who received the final letter from his little sister. Given the confidential nature of our mission, I couldn't even explain the cause of his death in my reply. Telling her, your brother fought bravely till the very end, was the most I could manage. I still remember how powerless and worthless I felt, staring down at that letter and trying to find something else to say. Our company tends to go for loners who won't be missed if they die, but even so, everyone leaves at least a few things behind. You gotta be shitting me, man. Danny died. Hold on, I know it's been a little bit since I played Yuji's route, so I'm gonna try and get a picture of him. Oh, there he is. Found him. Come on, just give me his damn picture. What's image 2? Oh god, yeah, we're getting rid of that. Oh god, it's the tiniest picture alive. That's Danny, guys. You remember Danny from Yuji's route? His, like, partner and bunkmate and everything? He's dead. He was the one at the very, like, near the end of Yuji's route with us when they were rescuing Chizuru in Vancouver from a terrorist attack in a hostage situation, and him kind of laughing at her being, like, trying to swim in the water, just kind of, like, getting a chuckle out of it. Yeah. That's Danny. Now Danny's dead. That's sad. I like Danny. I was actually liking Danny. R.I.P. Danny. Well, that took a downturn. For Danny, his sister was first on that list. And someday, this seedling might be up there on Makina's. If I get myself killed, whoever gets this thing dumped on them is probably gonna feel pretty lousy about it. A memento like this would only be a burden on its recipient. In that case, why not just plant it in a place that's special to her? At Mihama Academy, there would always be someone to look after this seedling. They might not even know who planted it, but at least they'd take care of it. And this way, she could leave something behind at this school. Something that would grow even after her death, in a place where she'd been happy. These were the reasons she'd insisted on our visit to Mihama. In the corner of a rose garden that faces the courtyard, we dig a small hole, then take the seedling out of its pot. After filling the hole around her tree's roots, Makina pats down the soil with the back of her spade and lets out a little sigh. With this, we completed one of our 2 main objectives for this trip to Japan.
ねえマキちゃん、資格の取得が終わったらまたアメリカに帰っちゃうの？
It still didn't grow? Nick, it's only been a year. Trees take a while to grow. Trees take a long time to grow. That thing ain't gonna be getting big anytime soon. It's literally only been a year. That thing is still a seedling. It ain't bearing fruit for a few years.
どうなんだろう。先の話はいっつもパパとキアラで決めちゃうから、私にはよくわかんねえのよさ。
Makina glances up at me with uncertainty in her eyes. I did tell her that our return to Japan was only temporary, but I haven't explained in any greater detail yet. I didn't want to get her hopes up when there's a good chance she'll be disappointed in the end. But maybe it's time I got into details. Oh, enjoy your lurk, Nichols. As a matter of fact, what happens next depends on Makina's performance. If she manages to pass her exams cleanly, we'll probably be staying in Japan for at least a little while.
よかったね、マキちゃん。
I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Getting certified in Japan is a lot harder than you might think. With that photographic memory of yours, the written tests and classroom evaluations shouldn't be a problem. But the final test is a picnic, and it's gonna be rough. The kid did get through a full 6-month course of basic training in Virginia, but in Japan, she's what they call foreign capital. better yet, she's a seasonal employee who isn't fully part of the local company. And on top of it all, she earned a spot in these exams through a quota for special recommendations. To Japanese candidates, or three-monthers, where did I get three-eyed? It's three-monthers. People like Makina are always going to be outsiders. Only new employees who produce excellent results at their branch offices are eligible for a spot on this exam. In other words, they all work their asses off to get this far. And Makina's just strolling right through the door with a letter from Akasaka around her neck, having completely skipped the initial 3-month training period. These people sweated their way through a brutal competition within the confines of the company's closed-off little world. Naturally, they're not going to take it too well when some half-assed little punk from the outside hops easily up the staircase they've been climbing. True. Very true. We actually did a lot of work. What the hell did you do? I mean, she did 6 months. Compared to their 3, so I don't know what they're on about. She technically did more work. For one thing, everyone's gonna pick on you.
いじめられんのはバージニアの学校で慣れてんのよ。平気なのよさ。仕事さえきっちりやってりゃ怒られねえし、理不尽なこと言ってくるアホにはなんでそんな意地悪すんのよさーって大声で泣けば大抵ビビって動揺すんしな。
This is exactly why they call you a half-assed kid.
なんだよ、パパだって相当やらかしたって教官たちがみんな言ってたし。
That's true, he really did pull a lot of shit.
しまいには飲み屋のお姉ちゃんまでパパのこと知ってたのよ。なんだよ、歌丸って変なあだ名つけられてんじゃねえよ。
Please, I hope it explains what the fuck Utamaro is. First rule of parenting. Don't let your kid find your old haunts.
以前にもお聞きしたような気もするのですが、風見さんやマキちゃんがいた学校というのは一体どういう？
I mean, if we told you, we'd have to kill you.
まあ一言で言っちゃえば合衆国中の悪ガキを集めたみたいな学校なのよ。入学初日にヘリコプターに乗せられてパラのハーネスくくりつけられたかと思えばいきなり後部のゲートから蹴り落とされたのよさ。レールに引っ掛けてあったコードのおかげで勝手にパラシュートが開いてなんとか助かったけどさ。
I ain't no helicopter papa, sink or swim, bitch.
ヘリに乗ってからたった10分の説明だけでいきなりそれってひどくね？ヘリから突き落とされて山ん中で回収したパラノの抱えて待ってりゃアンビュランスが1台来て降りてきた教官の第一声が「怪我した間抜けはいるか?」ってバカじゃねえの？下手すりゃ死ぬっつうの。そんで何言うのかと思えばビビってもう嫌になったやつ、ついでに会社のやり方に文句のあるやつは荷物をまとめて故郷に帰っていいぞって他に行き場所がねえからこんなクソ学校に来てんだっつの。
Oh my god. No, Makina, please, go on. Tell us how you really feel.
なんだかよくわからないけど、とんでもない学校だったんだね。
歩いたり走ったり泳いだりボート漕いだり掃除したり穴掘ったり勉強したりまずい飯食ったり。
Yeah. What's your favorite crayon? What's the best taste in color?
意味もなく横っ面ひっぱたかれたり木の棒でケツが腫れるほど殴られたり散々な目にあったのよ。
風見さんがついていながらどうして そんなことに？
Don't scowl at me. I'm not the one who was picking on her, okay? That's just the way things are at that school. It's not all bad either. There's no tuition, and they cover your room, board, and medical expenses. Hell, you can even earn a little pocket money by working part-time on the support squad. Pretty sweet deal, right?
砂漠で一日中対戦車地雷の敵をやって200ドルって本当にお小遣いなのよさ。
Come on, it's easy enough work. Yeah, just find the mine and dig it up. Just don't set it off. If you manage to set off one of the anti-tank mines, everyone else gets a pay raise. So really, it's only an upside. The upside, you dig it up, you get paid $200. It blows up, everyone gets a pay increase. Win-win.
パパの時代は爆動作でどかどかやってたかもしんねえけど
Back in your day. What is an MCLC? Is it what I'm thinking it is? MCLC. Not footwear. Looks like it's exactly what I think it is. I think. Okay, it's an acronym for Mine Clearing Line Charge. Devices used to create a breach in minefields under combat conditions. While there are many types, the basic design for many explosive charges connected on a line to be projected into the minefield, then exploded, detonating any buried mines, thus clearing a path for troops to cross. It's exactly what that is. Just they fire something out, it drops a whole bunch of little explosives, and then they all blow. If any mines are in the vicinity of those explosions, they will go off too. Makes sense. To be honest, I initially thought it was a thing where they just basically get an APC with the kind of an outstretched thing with a whole bunch of chains on it, and then it just spins and just whips the ground. And if a mine goes off, okay, well, we cleared the mine because it blew up by the chain.
私ん時はクソ暑い中で大爆服着て一個一個手掘りしたんだぞ。冗談じゃねっつのよ。
You still got a bronze license badge out of it, didn't you? That's gonna be your paycheck. That's gonna make your paychecks a little bit bigger.
ちっとも嬉しかねえのよ。
なんだか本当によくわからないことしてたんですね、お二人とも。
Well, anyway, I know this isn't the most satisfying reunion, but depending on how things go, we might end up staying here again. I hope you'll put up with us.
はい、その時はこちらこそまたよろしくお願いします。
With a bow to us both, Sachi takes a key ring from her pocket, then removes the keys to our rooms and hands them to us. Sachi's still got some cleaning work to take care of. After a brief goodbye, Makina and I head inside our old dorm for the first time in a year. The lobby hasn't changed at all in our absence. Our names are still present on the whiteboard above the shoe racks, where magnetic plates indicate which residents are currently in the dorm. Reaching up, I flip the magnets underneath Kazumi Yuji, Invincible Soldier, and Irasu Makina, Mischievous Kitten. Oh my god, who came up with these subtitles? From out to in. We proceed to take off our shoes and put on our indoor slippers.
なんか久しぶりだね、こういうの。
Yeah, same here. Glancing up at the whiteboard for a second time, I realize that the magnet under Suo Amane, my sexy wife, oh my fucking god, who wrote this? Indicates she's in at the moment. Looks like Amane's around.
穴ね。
Makina, come on. There's something wrong with your ears?
穴ね。穴ね。いるの。
Look, kid, you gotta stop ignoring me. There's no way she's gonna respond to...
おう、ジョー、こら待てい。誰が穴じゃボケ。
She actually showed up.
マキナ？ユージの。ただいま、マネ。帰ってきちゃった。いつまで来たの？連絡の一つもよこさないで、このアホの子は。セーブなのよさ。
Alright, what's my
シナリオ
progress?
進行度の確認なのよさ。
Only 14%. Oh, good god.
へへ、ごめんよ。何しろバタバタしてたからよ。もう、ほんと、私がどれだけ心配してたか。元気だったの？お腹空いてない？何か食べる？
There we go. Amane being the den mother.
前もって帰るって言ってくれたら、ちゃんと用意しておいたのに。この子はもう。心配かけたな。でも大丈夫なのよ。ちゃんと元気にやってるから。いつか頭グリグリすんのやめれ。何か食べる？甘いものは？ほら、あんたの好きな黒糖のかりんとうあるよ。食べる？
What are you, her grandma out in the country?
いや、なんかさ、お腹空いてたらかわいそうじゃん。あんたたちが出てっちゃってからはもうずーっとちゃんと食べてるのかなーって、そればっかりが心配で。
Don't worry. Makina's got me around. My cooking isn't particularly tasty, but I always make sure her diet's nutritionally balanced.
おうよ、小さいくせにいっぱい食うし、豚も食わないようなクソまずい戦闘糧食でも文句も言わずにもりもり食うもんだから。
That ain't gonna put Amane's mind at ease.
やっぱユージの娘だなって笑われたぐらいなのよ。でもあんた、なんか少し痩せた？昔に比べると顔つきとかちょっとシュッ。そうかな。これでもアメリカでパパと暮らすようになってから3キロ太ったのよ。
Damn! Well... We didn't have you around counting her calories, so she actually gained 8 kilos in no time at all. Her face was pretty round to begin with, but it was starting to get chubby as a Chow Chow's. I was starting to get a little worried.
で、まあ、どうしたもんかねと思ってたんだけど、昔パパがアメリカで通ってた学校に入ったら12キロ痩せた。
Damn.
そんなに痩せたら死んじゃうって。
Jesus. In that place, you're exercising so much it's impossible to get enough calories. All the new students lose a ton of weight real fast.
こいつはいいダイエ ケットだと思ってたんだけど、35キロからは全然痩せなくなって、気がついたらまた7キロ太ってたのよさ。
そんなにコロコロ体重変わって大丈夫なの？
Oh, 100% not. It should not be changing that much. Up 8, down 12, up 7, down probably another 8. Yeah, your weight should not be changing that much. It's fine. I know her build doesn't change that much, but that's because static exercise mainly works your inner muscles. Okay, so she could have lost a bunch of weight in general, but she's made it up in muscle, which is actually weighs more than pure fat. Yeah, that makes sense. She basically just burned off her baby fat and replaced it with muscle mass. Nope.
でも、なんかユージも少し痩せてない？
I don't know. How much does an arm weigh? What, like 10 pounds? If not a little more? Sure, the artificial one's got the same, but it don't need the nutrients. It's an artificial arm. You just have to plug that thing into the wall every once in a while. Oh, yeah. My arms are different in terms of weight and strength now, and it threw off my balance. I've been working through an exercise regime of my own.
っていうか、あんたその腕、義手、どうしたのそれ?
Yeah, he got a robo arm. He's got a robot arm. like, yeah, what of it? I just have this thing. No big deal. Yeah, kind of screwed up on the job. You mean your unofficial job of trying to kill Makina's mom? He's Anakin freaking Skywalker arm. But do we know Yuji's thoughts about sand? Could he really be Anakin? What we need to know his thoughts and feelings about sand. Is it coarse, rough, and irritating and get everywhere?
じゃないわよ。何があったのよ。
Shotgun.
ごめんよ、あまね。私がついていながらこんなことになっちまって。
Just ignore her, Mane. Little dimwit thinks it's somehow her fault I lost my arm.
だって。
This is the price I paid for my own carelessness.
いつかこんなことになるような気はしてたのよね。
You knew he'd lose an arm.
でも命丸ごと持っていかれちゃうよりはマシって考えるべき。
Sounds about right. I'm not a lizard, so I'm not gonna grow another arm no matter how much I mope about it. Might as well figure out what I can do with the body I've got. And then see what else I can manage.
できること。
Right. For example.
やめろー。貴様、俺の使いをどうするつもりだ。
Yeah. Still hard to control the strength of my grip.
出ちゃうの。耳から脳的な何かが出ちゃう。
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
パパ、今わざとやってない？
Again, he's got to get used to how much pressure it's going to take to actually grip something. 'Cause presumably, he doesn't have feeling in his new his fake arm. He doesn't have feeling and sensation and all that, so he doesn't know when to lighten up compared to his regular arm. Like, guess what? We could easily give someone, like, a mechanical arm, no problem right now, just like that, real fast. Like, I mean, we used to, like, that's probably quite a few years ago. We could have easily given anyone a robot arms. Like, there you go. Here you go. Have fun. The problem is, we're very good at making an arm that knows how to grip. We weren't so good as being able to fine-tune it so it doesn't crush shit immediately. Yeah. It's very easy to make something that make a hand that can close. It's another thing to make a hand that can close just light enough to pick something delicate up. Like an egg. Yeah. I mean, the technology's definitely gotten a hell of a lot better now. I mean, a hell of a lot better. But the further back you go, it's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it can crush anything you put in it. Probably not a good thing. Especially if you want to hold something tiny and delicate, like an egg or small child's hands. You don't want to be crushing your kid's hands with your robot arm because it doesn't have proper calibration yet. It's not going to know to let go. How is it ever going to know to let go? It's actually amazing how prosthetics have gotten. How far along they've come. I don't think we're at the point where it's perfect fluid motion like regular hand. But we're pretty close. We're getting pretty close. We have at least movable hands that can still, you know, that can grip things. It can reach down and pick up a mug and groceries and stuff like that. We have prosthetics that can actually hold on to things now. A lot more securely than before, I'll say. But we're not at full, just take my arm off and replace it with a robot Winter Soldier style arm, please. We're not at that kind of point yet. No, nowhere near there. You noticed? Not bad, Makina. You get more observant by the day.
そかな
あんたそれ褒められてないってば。まあさ、せっかく帰ってきたのにお説教なんてしたくないし、どうせ詳しいことは話せないんでしょ。
Correct. Pretty much. Sorry.
いいよ。だったら何も聞かない。
あんまねえはほんとそういうとこよくできた女な。
よくできてるっていうかさ、無関心が一番ありがたいって経験は私にもあるしね。
But if it was 100% a real thing, would you still take it? Chop off my actual arm to get a Winter Soldier style arm? No! No! It sounds cool, but... One, I would have to chop off my arm. Two, I would have to already have a surgery lined up to have this arm put on. Three, what would I even need it for? Why do I need to have a Winter Soldier style robot arm? Why? Like, what use would I get out of it? I can lift things a lot better, that's it. There's still a human body attached to the rest of it. Also, it would feel really weird. I lost my arm, but I still have an arm. And again, this is assuming there's no pain or any feel sensation in these arms. I don't know. Does he feel? Can Bucky feel with his robot arm? I don't know. They don't really bring it up. Maybe he can because pseudoscience. It's just comic book movie. But no, as cool as it would be, I don't have any good reason whatsoever to get a robot arm. Also, it would 100% be an elective kind of surgery, a cosmetic type surgery, I suppose. And that'd be something I would 100% have to pay out of pocket, especially if I don't need it. He did in Civil War when Iron Man beat... Okay, so he can feel it, okay. Okay, so he does have actual feeling and sensation in it. Alright. Yeah, no thank you. As cool as it is, I don't feel like losing a limb. Just to replace it with a metal one. Unless there's a good reason for me to get it replaced, let's not. I'll take an Iron Man suit, though. I'll take an Iron Man suit any day. I just have to step into it.
まあ、私に手伝えることがあるならいつでも言ってって。その程度かな。
I see. Would you mind making us dinner tonight, then? It's been too long since the last time I ate one of your meals.
うん、それぐらいならいつでもしてあげる。任せて。ねえ、マキナ、今晩何が食べたい？
何がいいかな。
What's wrong, kid? I spent the last year whining about how much you missed Amane's cooking.
そうなんだ。なんか嬉しいな。なんでもいいよ。マキノの好きなもの作ってあげる。
なんでもいい。
Huh.
その意見が一番困るのよね。
Well, it figures.
何が？
Makina, you're fine with anything tasty, right?
そういうことなのよ。
Once you get used to the crap the company feeds us, you'll be happy with anything that tastes good.
マネーの作るものは何でもうめえしな。
It's a way to butter her up even more. However, Makina, when nothing in particular comes to mind, there's one choice that's guaranteed to hit the spot. Think about it. What's the one meal you can eat at any branch office without fear?
カレーか。カレーだな。アマネー、今晩はカレーにして、エビフライとナスの素揚げがダブルで乗ってるやつがいい。
Oh, curry sounds so good right now.
カレーね。またなんとも手軽で作りがいのないもの。まあいいけど。
Mane's curry is delicious. I'm on board as well. Would you mind, Amane?
わかった。いつものでいいんだよね。
Of course.
私も手伝う。つか、カレーの作り方教えて。
よーし。そんじゃまずはスーパーにお買い物行こうか。ブラックタイガー買いに行かなきゃ。
Alright then. Look after Makina, would you? I'm gonna make the rounds and say hello to everyone else.
じゃあ、いつもの時間にユージの部屋にお鍋持っていくから、他の子たちにも声かけておいて。今夜はみんなでカレーパーティーにしよう。
Sounds good. I'll make sure to let them know. Amane is probably thinking of this as a celebration of our return. The truth is, Makina and I might not be back in Japan for good. And it's not clear if we'll enroll in this school again either. But at the very least, we'll be around for the 2 weeks it'll take Makina to complete her examinations. Might as well take advantage of this chance to say hello to the friends we left behind. From what Amane told me, Michiru's in the classroom taking supplementary lessons, Sakaki's looking something up in the library, and Chizuru's hard at work in her office. There's no real order of priority here, but I think I know how to approach this. In cases like this, it's generally best to take care of the most annoying task first. Michiru. In other words, Michiru. To be honest, the thought of her nearly stops me in my tracks. Oh, come on, man. She ain't that bad. Yeah, she can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but she ain't that bad. I don't really hate the girl or anything, but she's got a shriek like the brakes of an old bicycle, and she always seems to be worked up about something or other. I can practically feel my life bar draining slowly away whenever I'm around her. Even he knows. Yeah. With a small sigh, I replace the air inside my lungs. A sheet of paper on the hallway bulletin board signed by one of the teachers indicates that Matsushima Michiru has supplementary mathematics until 3:30. I glance down at my wristwatch. It's 3:50 in the afternoon. Her lesson should be over by now. Looks like I might have missed my chance. But just to be sure, I peek into the classroom through the small window in the door. Inside, I spot our PT, or pesky tsundere, seated alone at her desk, her head lolling slowly back and forth. Please don't tell me she's taking a nap in there. I throw open the classroom door and stride inside. Get it together, Matsushima!
寝てません。ちゃんとやってました。右手と左手交互に。
What were you even doing in here? Michiru?
なんだ、ユージか。ユージがいるってことは、
Oh no.
これってあれでしょ？いつもの夢でしょ。
Oh no. Guys, I got a bad feeling about this. Sorry, what?
はいはい、わかってるって。そんなに焦らないの。今日も好きなこと、何でもさせてあげるから。
She was having sex dreams about Yuji. Oh dear. Whatever I want?
そう、なんでも。強がって見せたところで、結局あんたは私に逆らえないんでしょ。あんたってばいっつもそう。男なんてみんなそう。体目当て。
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, I had to clip that. I had to screen cap that. Oh my god. Holy hell. Where did that yawn come from? Oh, I know where it came from. I'm tired. I am tired. Okay, let's see where he takes this. It's frustrating to admit this, but Michiru's not wrong. I don't have a problem disobeying orders from my company, but I can't turn down a request from a woman. Even when it's clearly an idiotic waste of my time, I just can't manage to say no. Probably something to do with my guilt about Asako, the woman I never quite managed to repay. But no matter how much I want to refuse, there's always a part of me that thinks, what if this girl dies tomorrow? I got no choice. I'll do the job, no matter how shady it might be. The only question is, how ready am I to risk my life for this woman? Very well then. What do you want me to do, Michiru?
そうね。じゃあいつもみたいにチューしれ。夢中とチューしれ。
Oh my god. Like always? Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Maybe she's telling her to kiss her the way I'm always kissing Makina? That seems like the most logical explanation, I guess. Honestly, kids these days love to drop words from their sentences. Makes it a real challenge to understand them. Alright. Come here, Michiru.
もうしょうがないわね。
How long is he gonna play into her stupid fantasy right now? I draw Michiru close in an abrupt embrace. The scent of her body is pleasantly familiar. You still smell like the peel of a grapefruit. I can't even finish that sentence. You still smell like the peel of a grapefruit.
変わって何よ変わって。せめて見て言いなさいよみー。何よ人の顔じっと見て。
Well, I'm feeling a little tense now that we're up close and personal. Are you sure about this?
お、いいわよ。いつもみたいにブチューっと来なさいよ。これブチューっとブチュー。
Lay the kissy kiss on me. Come on, give me that moi moi. Oh my fucking Christ. Closing her eyes and puckering her lips like a fish, the girl moves her face toward mine. Like, my girl keeps getting the shit end of the stick. She's the butt of every fucking joke. Oh my god. Oh. Fucking Grisaia, man. Fucking Grisaia. It's the sort of face you can't help wanting to punch, but... That's so funny. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god. Oh. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm laughing so much. Oh, holy fuck. Oh. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. She's gonna push you. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in a fucking laughing fit over her face. Jesus. Oh. Okay. We'll put that away. Try to continue. Whew. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. It's the sort of face you can't help wanting to punch, but it's also pure Michiru. The sheer stupidity of it actually warms some sentimental corner of my heart. Feels a bit like stopping by a branch office en route to a new assignment, only to unexpectedly be unexpectedly reunited with an old war buddy. Giving into these vaguely nostalgic feelings, I grab Michiru's bottom, pull her toward me, and kiss her comically puckered up mouth. Her lips are softer than I expected. As my face brushes against her sweaty cheeks, the tufts of blonde hair that frame her face prickle against my skin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right. Sorry. Force of habit. It's what I always do. Gross. I hate that. I hate that a lot. I'm just violently retching now. Ugh, God. That's what I always do with Makina. Oh my god. Makina's pretty short, but when I wrap my arms around her back to lift her up, she always gets ticklish and starts laughing. I've gotten into the habit of pulling her up by the behind instead. Oh my fucking god. Right. Sorry, I was trying to be careful about that. I didn't mean to compare you or anything. Fucking face again. When you're alone with a woman, try not to talk about other women more than necessary. Even if it's your superior officer or an elderly lady. For some reason, it always seems to be blonde women who come up with annoying rules like that. Michiru wraps her arms around my neck and pushes her face toward me. Mashing her lips greedily against mine, she breathes loudly through her nose like an overexcited pig. Oh my god. It's oddly endearing, so I let her do as she pleases. After a good long while, she pulls back, apparently satisfied. It's almost like it's not a dream, Michiru. Well, this isn't a dream. It's reality. Wait, you still half asleep or something? What now? Michiru, no, honey, no. Are you sure about that? Okay. I was just thinking it might feel pretty satisfying to slug you, actually. Here goes. As I turn my waist and wind up for my punch, Michiru flinches backward and throws up her hands. You'd think the girl had just sprayed a cockroach with insecticide, only to have it fly right at her in search of revenge. I can't help but sigh.
あいだーわあでこがあたしのでこ
Oh my god. Oh, please. I just flicked it with my finger.
があれ待って痛いってことはこれはリアル
As I've repeatedly stated, yes. This is reality.
ということはリアル有事略してリアジ本当に有事リアリーリアジ
I'm not too sure what you're even saying anymore, but yes, I'm the genuine article. She just realized she was actually propositioning him for sex. Oh, Michiru. Never change. Never change.
あんた
Yeah,
今
what's wrong?
チュンしたこの私に
That I did.
2回した
That's right. Second time, you came at me pretty aggressively.
かあれ夢じゃなかったのかそっか
She still doesn't clue in that Yuji is in front of her. After not being here for a year.
よしなかったことにしよ
With this remark, Michiru strides off to a corner of the classroom and begins bashing her head against a cup. No! Michiru?
うなくなれ記憶なくなれそしてあわよくば現実ごと消滅してよ
Oh my god.
やだこんな現実は嫌だなくなれなくなってよ
Oh my god. Michiru? It's not uncommon for soldiers who witness something truly terrible to seek escape from reality through self-destructive tendencies. When you're dealing with a military man, no matter how god-awful the circumstances may be, you can at least tell them it would be selfish of you to die now. But when I try to imagine what the future might hold for this lamentably dim-witted girl, it's tempting to condone her. Oh my god, she's literally saying you should kill yourself now. You shitting me? Perhaps it would be the kindest... Perhaps it would be kindest to give the poor thing a little shove from behind and put her out of her misery. Oh my god, dude, no. But even so, there's still people back home who care about you. Get a hold of yourself, Michiru.
そうだこんなことをしても何も変わらないやるなら有事を
Don't be a fool, Matsushima Michiru. Shooting your commanding officer won't end the war, and murdering me won't undo what's been done.
おーうわじゃ私は一体どうすれば
Soldier on, Michiru. When the pain becomes too much to bear, tell me. I might not be able to solve your problems. At the very least, I can help think them over with you.
つーか偉そうに言ってんじゃないわよ元々言えばあんたが全部悪いんじゃないのよ
That's right. None of this is your fault. I'm sorry, Michiru.
なんか哀れむような生温かい目で私を見るな
Michiru.
ちょっと涙ぐむなっていうかあんたいつ帰ってきたのよ
Last night, we flew in on an airplane.
だったら最初にそう言いなさいよなんか
いつも通りポケーっとした顔してるから、
Please,
いつものあれと勘違いしたじゃないのよ。
please, Michiru, fill us in. What is the usual thing? I don't understand what you mean by the usual thing. Care to elaborate?
そこはそっとしておきなさいよ。わかるでしょ、もう。女の子はみんな夢の中であれの男とそれをゴニョゴニョしたいって思ってるのよ。察しろ、もっと察しろ、ずっと察しろ。
When a woman starts demanding that you figure out why she's angry, there's no point trying to continue the argument. A certain shaggy-headed blonde taught me that all too well. At times like these... You're right. Sorry about that. I don't really get it, but I know there are a number of sensitive topics that are best to avoid when speaking with a woman. As long as you respect that and show that you're willing to hear them out, it gets a lot easier to have an actual conversation.
とにかく誰にも言うんじゃないわよ。
About what?
だから私とチューしたこと。いい、黙ってるのよ。言ったら泣くんだから。
Oh my gosh, she's too stupid to understand. Whatever. Understood. I won't tell a soul. Among other things, no one will ever know that my first thought after embracing you was, man, this girl's drenched in sweat.
うわー、ブブー、なんでそういうことを言うのよ。キスしたんだよ。キスしたんだから、ちょっと私のこと女の子として意識しなさいよ、もう。
She's just having a mental breakdown because she kissed Yuji. It's basically like our lips bumped together accidentally. Don't worry about it. I know I won't.
少しは気にかけろ。私初めてだったんだからね。
I see. But really, Michiru, this obsession with sexual purity is one of Japan's less attractive cultural quirks. It's the same kind of thinking that leads us to buy a piece of junk because of the brand name on the box. Or to scold people for holding their chopsticks with the wrong hand. It's just a load of nonsense, don't you think?
何よ、また難しいこと言ってごまかそうとしてるでしょ。騙されないんだからね。
And yet you are. That's right. You can't let yourself fall for it. Your worth as a human being has nothing to do with your social status or job title, much less your virginity. Why should those with experience be inferior to those without? You're no less charming than you were before that kiss. In fact, your appeal has only increased. You're an experienced woman now. Have more confidence in yourself, Matsushima Michiru.
よくわかんないけど、私今褒められた。
In his own weird way. He's also just saying shit to confuse the shit out of you. If he confuses you, yeah, you're not gonna worry about what you're doing or what's happened. I believe in you, my friend.
そうかな。じゃあまあいいか。
You know, it's strange. But that stupidity of yours really is kind of endearing somehow.
あれ、あんたやっぱ私のことバカにしてる？してないよね。 そうなんで笑ったバカにしてんの
Just feeling a little nostalgic, that's all. Been a while since you squawked at me like this. I'm home, Michiru.
あおかえりユージ
Having skillfully deflected Michiru's attention from the crime I committed in kissing her while she was half asleep, I reach out and drop my hand on the top of her bottle blonde head. This girl never changes, does she? The life I had in Mihama was special to me, and this girl was a part of it. It's kind of reassuring to find her the same as ever. I scratch vigorously at her damp, oddly sticky hair, like a man petting a dog. Michiru accepts this with surprising docility. You really are sweaty today, though.
もう仕方ないでしょもう放課後だからエアコン止められちゃったのよだから暑いの汗かくの
Then go back to the dorm.
ていうかあんた何しに来たのよ
What are you talking about? Came here to find you, obviously.
私に
I borrowed some cash from you when Makina and I left, remember? Thought I should pay you back.
なんだそんなことか
It's pretty important the way I see it. Taking an envelope out of my breast pocket, I hand it to Michiru. There's 2,000 yen inside. And at the time, I was half expecting you to throw a tantrum when Makina and I told you we'd be leaving Mihama. But instead, you gave us a gift and saw us off without a word of complaint. Maybe that 2,000 yen didn't mean much to you, but we were really grateful for your thoughtfulness.
だって私にできることはないってユミコに言われちゃったしだったら邪魔しないのが一番いいのかなってそう思っただけよ
And thanks to your support, we made it back to return that money. Thank you, Michiru.
別に私何もしてないし
There's the sun.
っていうか私の2000円少しは役に立ったの
What the fucking... Windows, don't give me a pop-up telling me to prepare for Windows 11. You motherfucker. Just as to pop up all of a sudden. Oh, hey, thanks for using Windows 10. Here's what you can do to prepare for the transition to Windows 11. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Sure. We used it buying dumpling lunchboxes at the station right after we left.
ほんま役に立てないっていうかお弁当買って終わりって
Michiru, you gave him 20 bucks. They were pretty decent.
そういう問題じゃなくてしかもそこそこってせめてそこはすごく美味しかったでいいでしょ
A few hours later, we expelled them as a fecal matter.
ちょ私のせい水に流された
Anyway, Michiru, I'm grateful to you. Let's shake hands.
なんで
Come on, don't worry about it. Just grab my right hand. Robo-arm. He wants to shake her hands just so he can squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Oh my god, he's such an asshole, but I can't help but applaud it. She's just so unaware she wouldn't even notice he has a robot arm. Just grab my right hand, okay?
なんなのよも
Oh, never mind. Whoops. Tore my arm off.
うわうわちょ取れてる本当に取れてる
Calm yourself. It's just a prosthetic. Stop swinging it around like that, will you? That thing's damn expensive.
何なのどういうことねユージさん
Why are you crying?
いいからこれ
Oh, right. Sorry. You know it takes about 8 seconds for this thing to reactivate once you hook it back up again? Bit of a drawback.
だったら外さなきゃいいでしょうがっていうか何どうしたのよそれ
Well, I lack an arm. This makes up for that deficiency. What's there to get? Uncle Sam bought it for me. Pretty nifty, right?
そうじゃねえ私が聞きたいのはそういうことじゃねえわかれ
About what, exactly? The wonders of technology?
そうじゃねえ全然そうじゃねえ聞け私の話を
Very well. I'm now listening.
いいマジだからねマジで聞くよ
It got shot off.
その腕どうしたの
It got shot off. Well then, how to explain... This girl's an idiot, so she probably wouldn't understand the truth. And I definitely don't want her to somehow get the impression this was Makina's fault. Perhaps it'd be best to muddy the waters with a little white lie? The truth is, some friends and I were having a barbecue on the banks of the Amazon River, and a crocodile bit my arm off. Oh yeah, that's a little white lie, alright. A little. How much of that is the truth? Fucking none of it.
ワニ
Yep. It was one big, mean reptile.
怖えワニ怖え
I mean, yeah, they are evolutionarily, they've barely changed from what they were in, like, literally the Cretaceous period and shit. They have barely changed. They just got smaller. That's it. They just got smaller.
っていうかあんた何アマゾンとか言ってんのよしかも友人数名と川の中州でバーベキューって自分からトラブルに巻き込まれに行ってるようなもんじゃないのよ
Oh, so now it's my fault. I got my arm bit off by this imaginary crocodile. Not to worry. We captured the crocodile in question, barbecued it like an oversized chicken, and ate it with salsa.
食べちゃったの
When something takes a bite out of me, I take a bite out of it. That's a policy of mine.
何格好つけてんのよ全然かっこよくないからっていうか嘘でしょ
Well, she was smart enough to see through the blatant lie. Gave me away. Truth is, I was on a beach in Miami when this great white shark came up.
もういいわよ要は私には言えない理由なんでしょ
Well, I guess that's the simple way to put it, yeah.
私なんて言えばいい言葉が見つかんないんですけど
You don't have to. Anyway, I've done what I came here to do. You can get back to your lesson now. Sorry for interrupting.
あちょっとマキナはあんた一人で帰ってきたわけじゃないんでしょ
Makina's in the dorm at the moment. She's helping Amane make curry? Ah, right. That reminds me. If you're free tonight, come over to my room.
ダクキそうはいかないわよち ちょっとキスしたぐらいで彼氏気取りとかやめてよね。うざ、ユージうざ。
Oh my god. What to do? I could try to correct you, but I think I'd rather stab myself with a rusty spoon. Well, whatever. Just come over if you feel like it, alright?
行かないんだからね。でも一応参考までに聞いておくけど、お風呂入ってから行くべきよね。
God damn, she is so down bad for Yuji. Oh my god. I mean, I know Amana is. That's her whole character. She's horny big sister. That's her entire character. Michiru, holy shit. She is just so down bad for Yuji. My god. Sure. Don't forget to bring the rubbers too. Not for a show.
だから行かないってば。行かないからね。
I'll be waiting. 'As Michiru lets out a strange moan with no evident meaning whatsoever, I head out into the hallway alone. Michiru's clearly misunderstood things pretty severely, but I'd say there's an 80-20 chance she'll show up anyway. On the off chance she ends up sulking in her room instead, I can always ask Sachi to go get her. Shrill tsundere, sharp kudere. Okay, so that's Sakaki.
シナリオ進行度の確認なのよさ。
And we are 23% done. I'm also going to call that here for today if it wasn't obvious. I think I've had enough. Michiru was more than enough for me to deal with for today. Good lord. So I'm just going to close it out. Alright, so yeah. There be, Grisaia for the night. I'll just snooze that. So yeah, there we go. We're a little further into Makina's after story. Good lord. Let me get the new schedule for you guys. This should be it. Yep. Alright. So, got the schedule for next week. I'm doing Variety Week next week. You guys are about to say, Baron, there's still technically one more week of, July after that? Why aren't I doing Variety Week then? A very, very simple question. Answer. Very simple answer. I'm going on vacation. I'm just taking time off from work, and it takes up most of that week, so it wouldn't feel right to do a Variety Week that technically would start into, August. So I'm doing it this week. It's just gonna work out a little bit that way. So, ta-da! There's the schedule. So here's our wonderful Variety Week for July. I didn't want to cancel Variety Week. It would happen a little earlier, that's fine. I would rather not cancel it because I enjoy doing Variety Week. I like it. I like my Variety Week. So, starting tomorrow, obviously, because today is the 20th, tomorrow's the 21st, new week. It's 6. All these streams are at 6 o'clock, by the way. All of them are at 6 because I am literally working through all of these. Except Thursday, but I'm just making it 6 o'clock anyhow. So, starting Sunday, tomorrow, we'll be doing more of our Pokemon Yellow playthrough. We'll go right back to it. The first order of business will be to evolve Wormy. Wormy needs to evolve. They just need to go in one more battle and they'll evolve. Everyone else that I have on the team is at level 10. We're ready to go. And we can attempt the gym. And then continue on with the story. Well, story. It's Gen 1. There isn't really a story there. It's go to the different towns, collect the badges. Congratulations, you're done the game. So yeah, Pokemon Yellow tomorrow. Monday, we'll be playing a newer game. Terrascape. This is a new game. I actually got it thanks to, you probably know who they are. I barely need to even say who they are anymore. Good old Lumimari. She got advanced keys to play the game herself. And she had a few keys she was able to give out. And I was lucky enough to get one of those keys. So we're going to play a little bit of Terrascape. Let me just open up the page for it, just so you guys can get an idea of what it is based off of their description for it. Alright, so the Steam description for Terrascape. Build gorgeous kingdoms on floating islands by strategically placing buildings in this cozy city puzzler. Discover secret combinations, take on weekly challenges, and explore randomly generated maps in various single and multiplayer game modes. So yeah, it's a city builder and a puzzle game, too. It's both. So that's kind of interesting. And it's also multiplayer, which is also very interesting. How many city builders are multiplayer when they're not like something like Civ? Even then, that's more an army thing, not really city builder. So that's kind of cool. Tuesday will be Nikkei. We'll just play a little bit more Nikkei because, jiggle physics, I don't know. I want to play a little bit more Nikkei. I'm interested, and I did have some fun with the last one, with the first one we did. Wednesday is going to be Pajama Sam 3. Why 3? It's another game I got from a giveaway thanks to good old Lumimari. So we'll play through Pajama Sam 3. There's a throwback. You guys remember getting games out of cereal boxes? I do. I didn't get Pajama Sam 3 out of a cereal box, I'll tell you that right now. I got Freddy Fish 3. That's what I got. I got Freddy Fish 3. Not Pajama Sam 3. Cousin's got Pajama Sam 3. I also got, what else did I get from it? Pretty sure I got Wheel of Fortune, possibly. For sure I got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Boggle. I just flipped you all off with that one. Got Boggle. Yahtzee. Yeah, it got a whole bunch. Got a whole bunch of random board games now, or TV game shows in disc format. Those are the old days. I kind of missed that. I also got a bunch of movies from them. I got Spy Kids from a cereal box. I got The Princess and the Pauper. I believe that's what it was called, from a cereal box as well. They're really strange things that we got in cereal boxes. I really wish they still had that stuff. And now it's just enter the code on the back of the box top, and we'll send you like a free shirt. Back in my day, the shirt was inside the box. Just open it up. There's your cereal at the bottom. Oh, hey, shirt. Hell, the one with the games, they literally had it on the front. Like, they cut a hole in the box, had the game glued on the inside so you could see what it was. So you literally could pick and choose what you got then. Ah, man, things really changed. So, yeah, Wednesday's Pajama Sam 3. We'll just have a nice little throwback to the good old olden times. God, I'm old. And then Thursday will be some Power Wash Sim. We will more than likely continue the Lara Croft stuff, or I'll do the other DLC, unless it's paid for. I think I'll just keep doing Lara Croft. I'll figure it out. That one, the time could potentially change. I could also potentially cancel it, but that's why I kind of left Power Wash as the last thing, so if I have to cancel it, it's not a big deal. The other ones up front, those are, I feel more should I want to make sure I get out on Variety Week. But, yeah, there we go. Clearly, I did not have the time nor the energy to want to try to finish the Rising Freedom this week. It's going to have to be when I come back from my vacation. Or if during one of my vacation days I know I'm not doing anything, I can just, like, say, fuck it, we're going to build this guy for a little bit. I just have to finish his backpack. His backpack is less wings, and he has no weapons right now. Well, I mean, he does have his railguns. Which, to be perfectly honest, not too long ago, I realized they actually fold out. They actually do fold out. Rather nicely, too. Very simply, but I like that they pop out a bit. And we just fold it back up. Okay. Why am I bothering to check on that way? It's gonna take forever right now. I don't know how to reset my router. I keep forgetting to. I always forget to reset my router. I'll for sure do that tonight. For sure. Oh, God damn. That yawn, though. Okay. So, thank you, everybody, for watching, commenting, lurking. Thank you again, Nichols, for the resub of 34 months. Appreciate it a hell of a lot. So, with that said, I hope everybody has themselves a great rest of their night, and I'll see you next time.